show today. We didn't have the timer start, but welcome to BeatStars Academy. My name is Lee, aka Levi Beats, and this man that side, that is Jamil Khoury. I think that's how I say his name. I'm not sure.
That's about right, yeah.
I've never actually said your last name before. That's kind of crazy. But welcome to the show, everyone. Another exciting show today. We're looking forward to it. As usual, we're going to do some pro page reviews at the end, which is dope. And we've got some good news about what we're going to be doing next week. We're going to try and change the show up a little bit. We're going to try a couple of things. But today's show is going to be about the email pop-up form that shows up on Pro Page, which is really cool. We're going to explain to you, show you exactly how to get that to pop up, or what the process is to get that to enable. And we're also going to give you some reasons why we feel it's a very good tool to use. Yeah, so that's about it. How's your week been so far, Jamil?
It's been really good so far. Weather has been good in Austin, super hot. Working on a lot of cool things, and I'm really excited to be back on live again.
Yeah, that's cool. I always look forward to Wednesdays. It's the only time we get to talk, for starters, and it's cool to talk to the community and show them some really cool things and teach them some stuff. In fact, actually, me and Jamil was actually talking just before this show, and we're trying to figure out ways of how we can make this show more engaging and just get you guys and girls more involved in the show. So yeah, some exciting things to look forward to in the future.
Yeah, we got some stuff cooking up for.
Yes, we got some stuff cooking. So watch this space, people.
Yeah. So yeah, today's show I'm really excited about because we're going to be talking about more marketing integrations with connecting either your MailChimp or Aweber account to BeatStars, and then creating a pop-up form on your pro page to go straight to your mailing list. This is a super important feature, in my opinion, because it is a great way to connect with your customers, your potential future customers, your customers that have been with you for a long time. This is just like a great way to kind of like bridge the gap and the disconnect between that.
Yes.
So we're going to be going into today some of the best practices for that, how to set it up, what it should look like, and what, in our opinion, are the best uses of it.
Yeah, and hopefully, actually, at the end, when we review some pro pages, the last half hour of the show, hopefully some of you guys and girls that have actually submitted do have the form, so we can kind of review that form too and give you some idea of what we think that you could maybe change. It's with the form, I think it's kind of a bit of a trial and error, kind of like when you're sending an email to someone at email marketing. It's kind of a bit of trial and error to how you can get people to engage in it. So we'll give you some of our ideas, and actually maybe some of you can put some of your ideas in the chat, and maybe like point out some ideas of what you think you could add to your form that would actually help, so people can benefit from that. You may have some amazing ideas that some of the people in the chat, never really thought of using before. So yeah, like we're here to learn too. So you guys can, tell us what you think would be good to use on a subscription form.
Exactly. So I'm going to share my screen right here. We have a little bit of housekeeping to go over.
Yep.
I wanted to remind everyone, first off, about our opportunities page on BeatStars.world. So we have a lot of awesome playlist opportunities that you could submit to as of right now. A few of these are going down tomorrow, so make sure you get your submissions in. Playlist opportunities stay up for 2 weeks. We post them every Thursday. So there's a few of these that are going to be ending tomorrow. So make sure you get your submissions in today if you haven't submitted already, so you don't miss out on a chance to be featured on one of these official BeatStars playlists. There's a particularly special opportunity we wanted to mention called Pro Page Reviews. Pro Page Reviews is a segment on BeatStars Academy where we review your pro pages every week. We take some from the chat and we take some from our submission list that we have. So the best way and the only way to guarantee your pro page will be reviewed is to submit through this form here. Again, this page is beatstars.world/opportunities. All you have to do to submit your pro page is click the submit button here. And you could type in your BeatStars username, your BeatStars pro page URL. And that's it. And that'll go directly to us, and we'll review your pro pages eventually on the show.
Damn, that means I'm gonna have to delete that one from the form now.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Lee. Anyways, so on this subject, we have something really exciting to announce. We know how much everybody loves BeatStars pro page reviews on BeatStars Academies, and 30 minutes per week isn't enough. So next week, we're going to be doing a special episode of BeatStars Academy where we're going to be doing pro page reviews for the entire hour. So make sure you submit, look out for this opportunity, BeatStars.world/opportunities, and look out for maybe a post on social to submit this week, and join us live. And we're going to be reviewing a bunch of pro pages.
Yes. That's going to be super cool. I'm actually looking forward to that one, because I actually really enjoy I enjoy the whole show, but my favorite part is definitely the pro page reviews at the end, for sure, because we see some really good ones. We see a lot of cool ideas, whether it's based on some of the marketing integrations that you've used, like merchandise, services and stuff that we spoke about last week. Sound kits, and I think it's cool because we don't always get a chance to see other people's pro pages and what they do with them, and the designs and stuff, and we see some that are really creative as well. We saw some dope ones last week. I remember they were really cool.
Right.
So yeah, that would be really cool. So make sure that you definitely submit. We will take some from, as Jamil said, we'll take some from the submissions, but we'll probably take some from the chat as well. Yeah, so that's going to be a super cool show. It's something we're just going to test out next week.
Right.
And we're trying to come up with all these different ideas to get you guys and girls more involved and provide a bit more personal, albeit this show is called the BeatStars Academy, but we want to be able to, make it a bit more personable to you guys. So we're giving you direct feedback, of things that where we feel you can improve and stuff like that. Buffo says he's just had his redesign. That's cool. Definitely, I think that he may have already submitted. So if you haven't, definitely submit. Submit only once though. Don't submit multiple times. We'll have a bunch of people's on there. Yeah, I maybe shouldn't have given that idea, but yeah, just
submit and join the live chat, and make sure you let us know that you're there, because we will choose people that submitted and are in the live chat first, because we definitely want to get people that are in, so to make sure that the people that are here actually hear the feedback when we review their pro page and give them advice.
Cool.
So make sure you're on the lookout for that. I think besides that, we are good to go, and we can start getting into the regularly scheduled program.
Yes.
Make sure that the pro page reviews are not only going to be next week, so you can still submit today. And also, when the time comes at about the half-hour mark, and coming up in about 20 minutes, drop your pro page URL in the chat, and we're going to be reviewing some pro pages today as well. All right, let's get right into it. So today we're talking about, as we said, setting up an email sign-up form for your pro page. So the first thing that you're going to need to do in order to do that is visit this marketing integration section within your account and connect to either MailChimp or Aweber. I connected to MailChimp in my account, but both of them work. And then what you would do is go to the pro page setup section. If we scroll down here, you'll find the contact list builder subscription form. So this is the section where you'll actually set that up. The name can sometimes trip people up or confuse people. This is just the email sign up form.
Yeah.
So what you would do is select now. You'll be asked to choose from either your connection to MailChimp or Aweber. I'll go ahead and choose my connected list on MailChimp. And then what you're going to need to do is set up headline text and the type of pop-up, or the type of form that you want to appear on your pro page. So the headline text is what the pop-up or the form is literally going to say. So our advice here is to try to make it more interesting and offer value to your visitors of your site. Because having something as simple as sign up for my mailing list, while this is what it might literally be, this is not going to sound too enticing for your customers, especially for a first-time visitor of your page. They're not going to really understand why they would want to sign up or what they could potentially be getting. So you're definitely going to need to demonstrate some value here and let people know what they can get. So our advice, and something that I know Levi Beats does, is offer a product. What Levi does is he offers, I believe, five, or is it 3 or 5?
5.
He offers 5 free beats.
And a discount code.
And a discount code. Man, this guy. So you can write something like, what do you write? Sign up for 5 free beats?
I can't remember what it is. Something along those lines. It is something like sign up.
Something.
Yeah, no, it's do you want something like, do you want 5 free beats?
Okay, let's try that. Do you want 5 free beats?
Yeah. Sign here.
And sign up below.
Yeah.
So what that'll do is it'll let people know immediately, right off the bat, what they're going to be getting from you. If somebody signs up for your mailing form in another way, like if they make a purchase or they just kind of seek it out and go, okay, I'm interested in this person's content or their products. I've purchased from them before. I may want to purchase from them again. Let me sign up to stay in the loop.
Yeah.
There are different tactics and there are different, marketing techniques that you can use for people that have already signed up for you and people that you're trying to allure to get up to sign up for your content. So somebody that's already interested in your stuff, like I was mentioning before, will probably just sign up anyways because they go, I'll just get it to stay in the loop, and you might not need to offer them anything for free. But if you're trying to get somebody's interest, you're probably going to want to separate yourself from other people and show how you're willing to work with people and give them something. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything too major. You don't have to give them a license for free, but if you do offer free downloads on your page anyways, you might as well, set up an email marketing campaign to just send them 5 of those beats for free.
Yep.
It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it builds people's trust. So obviously the other side of this is that you're going to need to go into your MailChimp or Aweber account and sort of configure this to make sure that these emails do get signed up, to make sure that these products that you are promising actually get to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can arrange that in so many different ways.
I just want to touch on something here. Just someone mentioned in the chat. Magic Beats says, and you might be able to give some feedback on this too. My main problem is that we're not offering stuff like that. They sign up or download a free beat, but then I never hear from them again, and they never open further emails. So what you got to think about here is you've enticed them in with 5 free beats, right? Then what you have to think about when you're sending them an email is to make it a bit more personable, right? And also watch the subject line. So because receiving an email is a little bit different than them kind of coming to your pro page and just signing a form. Receiving an email might get missed if the subject line says something that sounds a bit too spammy, right? Or if it sounds like, I know myself, if I receive an email that says, hey, like, check this out, I'm not going to open it. Basically, I'm definitely not going to open it. So you need to kind of like make it a bit more personable. So it sounds like it's coming from a friend or something like that. That's kind of what I would say. So it is definitely all well and good, like collecting their emails. That's the easiest part, getting them because you're offering them something. But it's then when you're sending the emails out to people, you just want to make it a bit more personable, That's kind of my kind of advice there. What would you say as well, Jamil?
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I would, going further, I would also, advise everyone to think about their own email inboxes. Like you were saying, like how many ads and how many like stores that you shopped at websites that you visited have your email and sign up and say, check out our new fall line or whatever for like a clothing store. It's like, well, I don't care. But if you see like, for example, if you see like a number there, or you see something, some keywords that are particularly interesting, then that might cause you to open it. Like the only email marketing emails that I ever really open are the ones that offer a discount. They say, special sale, 50% off today, open email, whatever they say, right? So those are the kinds that I'm personally more likely to open.
Yeah. Something that's maybe going to provide them with some information too. That Cloud9 just mentioned a couple of things there. Offering them a free PDF or some. The free PDF one, I think a lot of people have been sending those ones, but maybe just like, or even something like, hey, send me your music. I'd love to take a listen. Something really simple like that, like something where you're not asking something from them, but you're paying interest in them. So, they're more than likely going to open the email. So yeah, just make the subject line a bit more, more friendly rather than spammy. It's like if you have the subject line as, hey, buy one get one free, more than likely they're not going to open it, because they probably receive a ton of those emails on a daily basis, not just from producers but other companies too, right? So yeah, just think outside the box a little bit. Think of something that would make you open the email, and then use that kind of idea and just test it out. That's what I would say.
Right. To answer a couple more quick questions, I see somebody, what do you use to make the pop-ups, the integrations? So you could use MailChimp or Aweber. If you visit this exact section within the Pro Page setup section in your account that you can get to from here, you would just go to the contact list, build your subscription form, and then it would ask you to connect to either one. So you're good to go. So yeah, that's basically it for the headline text. You just need to come up with something interesting to entice people to sign up.
Yeah.
And then if we go over here, the next part of this is the type. So we give you the ability to either have it as a fixed form on your homepage, or to do a pop-up for it. There's benefits to both. The pop-up is probably the more popular option because, I would recommend using a pop-up if you're offering something for free, if you're offering some kind of discount, because a customer will have to see it. They'll have to exit out in order to continue using your page. The only other way that I would say that having it in your homepage is an advantage is that it just stays there, and people are able to listen to your music first before they decide if they want to sign up. But if you are offering something for free, there is some value there. So people might want to just enter that just in case. Like I know, for example, for me, if I'm visiting a website, typically that means I'm interested in making a purchase, but I may not know if I want something or what do I want yet. I'll often see pop-ups right when the page opens saying, sign up for or enter your email here for 15% off. And having that coupon and knowing that you have that discount will probably make the person more likely to make a purchase that day. Because if they were already interested, a barrier for some people for buying a beat could be pricing, or they may feel like they don't know if they're getting a good deal or not. But if you are offering some type of discount that does put a little bit more confidence in people that, all right, I'm getting this exclusive deal that other people might not have. I'm getting this for cheap, even if it isn't necessarily cheap. Offering a discount code does give that impression. So that might be a really good idea. We can show you what both look like though.
Yeah.
So first, let's do a pop-up, and let's stick with this headline text here. So after you enter all of that in, you'll just need to hit Save Changes. Okay, our Pro Page settings are saved. And then we can go ahead and visit our Pro Page.
I think that might open at a different link.
Yeah, that does open in a different link. Let me share that. Yeah, I'll have to change it. I always forget that it opens it separately.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's no problem. It takes 1 second.
I think well, I say it's weird. It's a good thing because it leaves the platform open too, so you can just get back to it easy if you're making changes and stuff.
Right. So this is what it pretty much looks like. It'll pop up immediately, and it'll give you your headline text. Do you want 5 free beats? And then it's pretty simple. So you would just say, whatever. This is my name. This is my email address. And then you could check this box, and they'll be subscribed to your email list. So you'll see this go directly into your MailChimp or Aweber account once people give you this information, and you could start using that email for your email marketing campaigns.
Yeah, and you can set up automation, so as soon as you get that email into your mailbox, you can automatically send them the free beats or whatever it is that you're offering them. So there's no, it's all automated. You haven't got to worry about sending it manually once you've got the email. So, and you actually find that those emails are the ones that get, good open rates, because they're obviously getting something for free. So it's cool.
Right. So now we can go ahead and change it to being on the homepage. So we can show you what that looks like.
Lil Nab just asking a question. Do you guys know what keyword it tags in Aweber encoding? So we believe that currently Aweber doesn't actually tag anything that comes through on the subscription form, but we know that MailChimp does. So MailChimp is actually really good. And it will tag that it's actually a subscriber. So you know that person has come through to your email marketing integration, but through a subscription form. So that's a cool thing. And the same goes for sales. If you make a sale and you collect that email, it would say a sale, and then I think there's a 3 download one too. So I know that MailChimp currently does that. I don't think Aweber has that ability to do that yet. But if you are using MailChimp, it will show as a subscribe.
Right.
Oh, okay, that's what it does. So yeah, it should show subscribe then if it does work in Aweber. That's a new thing. Thanks for letting us know that, because I didn't know that it was working on Aweber. I knew it was working MailChimp because I use MailChimp. So.
Cool. So this is basically what it'll look like on your homepage. To get it to work though, you would need to go into this customize section and then go into homepage sections and make sure that your subscribe to mailing list section is enabled. Because if it's not enabled, then it will not be there. And obviously with homepage sections, depending on what's enabled or disabled, you can move these around and move them up. Like if I want to put this to the top, it'll move it to the top so people can subscribe right away if that's something that you'd like to do and arrange it in that way.
Yeah.
Cool. And then we just hit publish. And that's pretty much it. That's kind of the way that the email subscription form works.
That's cool. It's a bit off topic, but someone in the chat, Vladimir, has just said that he got his Spotify account verified through our distribution system. So that's really cool. Congratulations, man. That's really dope.
That's awesome.
Thanks for sharing it.
All right. Now it's time for some quick Q&A before we go into the pro page reviews.
Yeah.
Start dropping your pro page links in the chat. We're also going to pull up our list to see who's already submitted. And then, yeah, we'll take it from there.
Yeah, so we've answered a couple of questions. We've done really well today. We've been answering questions as we've been going along. So yeah, if you have any more questions about, doesn't necessarily have to be related on this topic today, but if you have any specific questions, feel free to put them in the chat. You've got us here right now to answer your questions. So make use of us whilst we're here for sure.
I'm also going to drop a link to the official tutorial video for this.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we went through everything, but if you need to reference it later, this entire episode of BeatStars Academy will be available once this show ends. But if you ever want to check out, if you forget a step This is a little bit more well put together and edited tutorial video. It's only 3.5 minutes, so check this out if you have time or if you have any other questions. So what tips can you guys give for capitalizing on Halloween?
Oh, that's a good one.
Definitely need to make a spooky beats playlist.
Yes.
Playlists are super underrated for producers to make. They're not just for artists to keep track of the beats that they like. If you produce different types of beats, different genres, if you produce a lot of one type beat of a particular artist, it is great to make playlists and feature those on your page.
Yes, definitely. Images, use dark beats as well. Work good around. So if you have a ton of dark beats on your account already, create a playlist around that. Playlists are really good for building engagement and actually getting more plays and stuff like that. Especially if it's based on a specific genre or just a specific subject, like Halloween, obviously, of course. Also, as well, like create discount codes for Halloween. Using the discount. So create I don't know. Think spooky 50, like give 50% off or whatever it is. Paste that around a little bit over social media and stuff. That's a good way to utilize Halloween. I think there's loads of things. And also as well, like look at what everyone else is doing for Halloween as well. Look at some of the other producers on the platform. Some of them have some really, really cool ideas, and definitely check that out. I think I saw another question actually. I think I did. Someone just says, I'm just getting started. Just starting setting up pro page. Is there a way to remove the search bar on my pro page? It covers up the featured player at full screen, but disappears when the screen is narrowed. Yeah, there is actually an option to switch it off. I can't remember what part it is. I think it's on the home page sections.
Let's share our screen right now.
Yeah, okay.
All right, let me go to tutorial.
So basically, you get an option. You can remove the search bar. You can have links, or you can just have nothing. I think is
homepage main text.
That's it. Yeah.
So
you have the option there. It says search bar, shortcut buttons, and then none. So there you go. So you can choose it to none.
Yep. And you just publish it, and there's no search bar. It's gone.
Yep. That's cool.
You could also change the size of it. So if you did like it, but it was just too big.
Yep.
You could change the size. So it is adjust position. Hold on, let me turn it back on. Search bar. You can adjust
the position. Yeah. So you can move it up. So if it's in the way, you can actually move it out of the way.
Yeah. So you can move it up. Not change the size. Sorry, I missed.
Yeah.
You can move it up and change.
Yeah. You can just move it up, move it around you, which is cool. I actually kind of like it off, in my opinion, just because you have the search option at the top, and then if you've got the pop-up as well, it kind of it's a bit too much going on when you first open your pro page, but yeah, that's definitely a cool thing to do. So should we maybe did you have the form up, or do you want I have it up already, but
yeah, let me stop sharing my screen if you want to jump
in. And we'll get the first pro page review. Ooh. See what we've got here. Just make sure that it's not something we've already had. I'll tell you what, let's grab M7K Productions. I'll remember to share my sound this time so we can have a quick preview of our track if you fancy it. There we go. Okay, you should see that come up now. Cool. Wow. That is colorful. Really colorful. Wow, I like that video thing. That was cool. That was actually really cool. Yeah, this is actually really dope. I didn't see the pop-up form though, did you?
I
It didn't pop up. I'm so used to clicking the X, I didn't see it. But anyway,
I think if you visited his page before, you may have X'd it out though. That's something we have to remember.
Yeah, that's true. But so far, wow, this is really colourful. I really like definitely like the colours on this one. And this kind of thing going on here, this video that you've got set up is really dope. You've got the Facebook Messenger thing set up as well, and they've kind of utilized that kind of thing as similar to what we would do if you was creating a pop-up form. Thanks for visiting and listening. Message us to get your 50% off coupon code, which is, I kind of really like that idea. You're actually thanking them, which is kind of really cool. Let's scroll down a bit. See what else we've got going on. So kind of, yeah, you got the track artwork is pretty cool too.
I love the I just love the colors on it, and I love
this blue as well stands out. That's really good. I'll come back to this in a sec because we'll pick one track to play.
Yeah.
Licensing info. Yep, very good. All of the information there that you want to see. You've highlighted one. You've got one bulk discount there. I would potentially maybe offer some more.
Yeah. And I would probably arrange them so that like it's ascending.
Yes, as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure that the 25. I think he's moved it because, in my guess, is because they wanted to highlight this one. So they've, rather than highlighting it at the beginning, they've kind of highlighted it so it's in the middle. But yeah, I would kind of do that too. And you've got your exclusive rights set up for a set price, which is cool. You know, some people are just happy with that. I'm just seeing if there's anything particular that pops out in that at all in the text. But it looks all good.
Yeah, I can't read it. I need to pull up this pro page on another.
Yeah,
it's hard to read it.
Services offering mixing. Let's have a look to see if it's fixed price. It's a fixed price. They've set it up, which is cool. We spoke about this last week about services, so feel free to go back and watch that show about setting up services and what you can use that for. We've got some merchandise. Oh, here we go. This is the bit I normally really like. See what merchandise they've got going on. So we've got a couple of hats going on. Got a bag which fits with his logo. Eat, sleep, make beats. That's cool.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
The bag is a little bit scary.
That one, yeah, with the face. That's the same as his logo at the front. You know, the little video that it's got going on.
Yeah, the beard with like the drip thing on it.
That would be good for Halloween, by the way. You should promote that for Halloween.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
That's cool. I'd rather be making beats. I'd rather be making beats than you could maybe have under there. I'd rather be making beats than drinking coffee, but that would kind of defeat the object of buying a mug.
Yeah, I like the crop top too. The women's crop top.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, at the back, the image is quite cool, actually. Yeah, there's some good work there. I kind of really like that.
I like the colors available on it too.
Yeah, I'm just going to click to the About page and see what.
Oh.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, so he's got kind of really personal in his. Says he's been a husband, 20 years. Combat veteran, cancer survivor as well. Wow, man, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so this is what's really cool about the biography, right? Is that you can get to know someone a little bit more about this, you know. It becomes a bit more personal, kind of like what we touched on about, you know, sending emails out earlier. This is kind of another way for you to, you know, emotionally attach yourself to the person that's going to potentially buy something from you. So it's a cool way of letting people know a bit more about you. So yeah, definitely utilize this biography, and M7K, you've definitely utilized this really well. And you've got obviously the discovery bit as well, which is one of my favorite sections. Right, Jimmy, I'm going to let you pick a track.
Oh, okay. I get to pick the track. All right.
Yeah, I was thinking the Kalani one, Journey and Kalani, but
With Journey.
that's just
Yeah,
because that's my kind of thing. But sorry.
yeah, let's do that. That sounds good.
Okay, let's try that. Let me know if you can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I really like that. What do you think, Jamil? That was really cool. Very like very soulful, kind of easily listening. I actually really like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot too. I thought it was super cool, and I love like how I love how the music. I felt like it went really well with the vibe of the pro page too, like the aesthetic of the page. I feel
Yeah.
like it all just came together as a really good package. But I mean, M7K is like a super experienced producer.
Yeah,
Like
super dope.
as his bio said, studio owner. He works on films as he's shared with us on the
Our community chats, yeah.
We're always chopping it up with M7K. So I mean, I'm super impressed, but I'm not surprised. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I was just taking a look at the names of them as well. I actually really like the names that you're using too. Something that I mentioned, not obviously in all cases here, but we mentioned something about last week about just using one word names, which does work really well. And using a name that matches the track, like Vivid Dreams, to me, that definitely matches the track. It did feel kind of really dreamy to me. Yeah, so that's really cool, man. Nice work. Super dope.
yeah.
Should we grab another one?
Let's do it.
Let's grab another one. Yeah, nice work, M7. And thanks for always joining in on our shows and sharing your experience with everyone. Trill Hiller. Actually, I remember Trill Hiller being in the chat, I think. So
Yeah, cool. Switch it quick though, because the way M7K is looking at me and that animation is starting to
Whoa, this is cool.
Nice.
I've never seen one like this before. Snake on the front. Cool. That is cool. I like that. There's something going on in the background there which I can't really see too well.
Yeah, it's a little bit faded. Let me see if I'm gonna pull this up on mine too. It's what is the URL?
Trill Hiller. So it's Trill Hiller Productions. I can send it to you quickly if you want.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, I like it. It definitely stands out for sure. I'm assuming that's something to do with your logo, which is cool. You scroll down, let's have a look a bit. Got a couple of tracks going on. Oh wow! So don't see any artist names here. Talking about moods and the style, drama, cinematic, old school, guitar, unique.
Right. There's a lot of hip hop on BeatStars. It might make it kind of difficult for people searching for whatever type of music you're making to find you. I think
Yeah,
putting
I
tags
agree.
and putting artist names or putting moods is important, because the way that some people search for beats, they may have like a vision in their head of what type of artist they are and what kind of music they want to be like, or what type of artist they want to be like or sound like. And I think if you just put the genre or you just put hip hop, it's kind of too broad. And although you will appear in searches, the right people may not be finding you.
Yeah. Also, beat. I wouldn't use that as a tag. you know, people are coming to BeatStars. They already know they're going to be listening to beats, so they're not going to be searching beat in the search bar. So yeah, I would, you know, think a little bit different here when it comes to some of your tagging. Definitely, for sure. Scroll down a bit. Sorry, did you want to add anything else to that?
The only other thing I would say about these tracks is I would maybe try experimenting too with your artwork as well.
Yeah, yeah.
The same. I mean, I think it's good to have branding that's recognizable, but you still need a little bit of variation on each kind of title to sort of separate them and make them stand out.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, you know, get creative with the artwork. And if you're not very good with that, there's people on the platform that actually do offer those as services. So if you want someone to help you that, check the services section out. You might find someone that can help you with that. Licensing info. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I think you need to maybe look into that. I'm assuming you've highlighted one there. And it's mixed with the colors. You may have to adjust the colors there for this part, because I think you've got your text in white, and that's why. Yeah, you could maybe potentially change that to black if you wanted to do that. Yeah, I would definitely look into that, and obviously provide the info that we mentioned on the last pro page. You'll see that quite often each week that we highlight that section. What else we got?
For these, for back with the licenses again.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that this buy one get two free is a really good deal. I think it's awesome that you offer that. I would maybe consider offering it for all of them, maybe for all of the licenses.
All the licenses, yeah.
Just because it seems kind of like random that it's only for the premium license. If anything, I would maybe switch it to the premium plus, just because people are spending more money or whatever this one is. I assume this is either the unlimited or the exclusive, or maybe the unlimited. I would maybe offer that bulk deal for like the most expensive license type.
Yeah, definitely. Services, custom beat. See offering a fixed price for that, which is cool. And that's cool. This is something that we mentioned before. And they've actually got some good text in here. So I will work exclusively with you to make a custom beat specifically to you. The perk of that is that you get a beat that no one else would have, and you own the rights to do whatever you want with it. 50% deposit required. So that's cool that you said that. So you're not actually asking them for the money up front, like the full payment. If you're local, you'll be able to come sit and actually work together to create the exact sound you're looking for. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that actual little bit of text there. You may want to fix that up a little bit because it looks like you've got a break in there or some space, and it seems like there's an extra space in there. I don't know if that looks. I don't know if you can see that, Jamil. Just that again. That's just being, picky.
Yeah, I think there might be a little bit of extra space there. I think, yeah, I like this custom beat service. I think it's really cool. I think everybody should consider offering a custom beat service. I would maybe try to spruce up your bio a little bit, or maybe include some more information about yourself.
Yeah.
It's just sort of one thing that Levi and I, sorry, I can't talk, discussed in a past session of BeatStars Live, is that for services like this, it's really important to establish your experience, who you are and why people should buy the service. The beats do speak for themselves.
Yeah.
But if you're in a position that you're kind of in where you don't have that many beats on your profile, I would maybe try to add a little bit more to convince people, why they want a custom beat from you. And maybe I like that you offer that if the person is local, you'll come work with them. I think that's like a nice personal touch. But yeah, I would just try to think of other ways to sort of make your product look a little bit better.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Again, a couple of questions come in. That boy Bata question. I tried to add my merch to my pro page, but it doesn't show. The only way to see it is to click the link at the top. Don't know how to fix that. So you have to feature some of the merchandise that you've got. So you can feature up to 4. So you kind of like, you're probably aware that you can feature tracks and stuff. So there will be like a star that you feature. So if you star some of the merchandise that you've got within your marketing integration sections on your BeatStars main BeatStars account, that will then show up. And then I think that you have to also enable it on the homepage sections too. So I don't know if you have any of that on your account, Jamil, but I think I don't know if we've done a tutorial on that. I can't remember. I'm not sure, but I'm sure there is also should be a tutorial on Printful when it first came out, and it shows you how to do all that stuff. So if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see all of our tutorials on there, and there should be one that mentions about Printful.
Yeah,
So
I'll link to it right now. It's
yeah.
So I do have Printful featured on. Hold on, wait. I do have it featured on mine, so it should be working. You just have to press the star buttons and then enable the page section.
And enable the homepage section. So okay, they have it enabled, but it's not highlighted. Yeah. So that boy back, if you highlight a couple of items that you want to showcase, and then what you'll see, it says at the bottom, kind of like what you get here with the services. It says browse all services. You'll see a button that says browse all merchandise. So, but you need to highlight some to show them on the main page.
All right.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah, a couple of things to improve it. The person's in the chat, so I've been seeing them. They've actually been going and improving stuff whilst we've been talking. So that's good. I'm glad that you're doing that. I think we just have some time to review one more. Do you think?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Yeah, let's go. So that was Trill Healer. Thank you for, by the way, thank you for everyone that's submitting. We really appreciate it. I couldn't even say that properly then. Oh, I see Jamil's come up here. I won't review his. So we've got, I'm guessing this is culture, but it's spelt with an X. Oh, this is dark. I nearly clicked out of it then. That was just automatic. This is the mailing list. So it's just weird. There's no text there. So they've obviously not added any text in there. Mm-hmm. So I would just add some text in there. Like we said at the beginning of the show, to entice people to sign up. Because at the moment, they're just signing up. They don't really know what they're signing up for.
Right.
So just have something in there,
Especially
offering a disc.
Yeah, sorry. Especially if they're visiting your page for the first time, they haven't even listened to your beats yet, so they don't even know if they like your music. So yeah, if I was visiting this page and I had not heard the beats yet, and it just says mailing list, I wouldn't want to be on a mailing list for something that I don't know if I like yet. But if somebody said, like 50% off your first purchase, or not even, it doesn't have to be 50, it could be lower, I'd be like, yeah, let me get this before the deal goes away. And if I like it, then I could use it. And if I don't, it's just an email. So
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I'll click out of this now, but yeah, just maybe add some text to entice some people in to actually sign up. Okay, it's got a bit brighter now. We've moved that way. I thought, oh no, it's going to be really dark. Yeah, I kind of really like this. I'm not sure if they've actually utilized one of our themes or if this is one of their backgrounds, because this looks familiar. Does it look familiar to you?
No, this should be custom, I think. I don't think this is the...
Yeah, it just looks similar to the dark one because of...
Yeah.
But it's cool, though. I really like it. I really like this logo thing. And I actually think that you should maybe use that up here as well.
Yeah.
Because you can create that, maybe just cut that section out and just create a logo out of it and just put it up there, because that would be really cool rather than just having it in text. It just looks like it's a bit more professional to me, in my opinion. I like how they've kept the tracks a theme apart from this last one. I was just about to say they've kept them all black and white, and then they've got one that stands out here. But that's cool. I like that. I think it looks like they may have just recently changed that for their branding, because these are potentially all new tracks. So that's cool. I like that you've gone with a black and white to match your actual page and your branding. That's something that I did recently as well, which is kind of cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I like them.
Cool that you've added, you know, the artist names on the end of the tracks to give a bit more information about, and you're using the one word in most of them as well, which is kind of cool. By the way, that's not, you know, I'm not saying that's, I'm not gospelly saying that's what you should do, but from an artist perspective, I think it's cool because it kind of gives them, especially if it relates to the track, it kind of gives them a word to work with. And some of the beats that I've actually had most success on is because the words have really matched, or the title has really matched the theme of the song and how it feels. So it's a really cool way to entice people. Actually, strangely enough, just having a specific title to entice them into buying it, because it kind of gives them, you know, an idea already in their head of like some kind of lyric or something, which is cool.
Right, and it's, you know, when people are scrolling through the marketplace, like an interesting name. I think what my brain automatically does, and I'm suspecting this might be what a lot of people browsing the marketplace's brain does, is that they associate the name of the track to like the feeling or the mood of what music will be behind it. So I mean, this it looks like your tracks are a lot of like boom bap style. You got some Griselda, you got Joey Badass. So
Logic.
yeah, I wouldn't if you have like, you know, some harder boom bap style tracks, you shouldn't name them things like Lollipop, right?
Yeah.
It just gives like the wrong impression of what the track. It may have nothing to do with it, but yeah, I think it's a really good idea to have names like this, like Treacherous. Like, okay, Treacherous. This is going to be like a dark. It's going to be mysterious.
Yeah.
And click on it. Let's see what it sounds like.
Okay, I don't think did I share my sound? I'm not sure. Is that coming through?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's dark.
Right.
It's actually pretty dope.
It does sound treacherous to me.
So yeah, that's a really good example, like Jamil said. That was very good timing that you mentioned that it was treacherous, and to me, yeah, it did sound like it was dark. So yeah, good naming with that track for sure, and that does really help. You'll be surprised, you know, how that does really help. Like Jamil said, if you called a track Lollipop and it was a dark trap beat, you know, they would find it very hard to maybe use that word in the you know, use that as a lyric in the word. Not to say that that's what they're gonna use. They may really like the beat, and then obviously call it something different. Most of the time, that's what they're gonna do anyway, right? But just it's very kind of underrated, like the name of the track. I actually think about it a lot. I don't name the beats before I finish them. I'll wait to the end once I've got the whole vibe, and then I think about how it makes me feel. And actually, Magic Beats mentioned a good thing in there. He said like a good tip is to search a word on Google for the beat, and then like use the thesaurus. So like if you can put a specific vibe in, like you know, like a word that relates to a specific vibe. You know, like I don't know. I'm just kind of think, you know, like the dark one, you know, dark, and it might give you some different words to use rather than just use. You could just type in dark, and then it might give you different ways to say the word dark, or like different meanings, or just different sentences and stuff. So
if you type in the word on Google, it'll give you the definition. It'll give you the dictionary.com definition, and then look through the synonyms. You guys gotta get your synonym game up. You guys got to start You got to start looking through your.
That's a good word. Cinnamon.
Yeah, you got to look through your Shakespeare. You got to look through your some poetry. You got to find those right words.
I was actually thinking of donuts when you said cinnamon, but because I'm actually a fan of cinnamon, but we obviously mentioned, so it was meaning something different now.
Now I want cinnamon rolls. I'm hungry now. Thank you.
So yeah, but yeah, that was dope. Actually, I really like that beat. That was really cool. As I say, just touching on that again, it definitely went with the vibe. Okay, let's scroll down. Yep. So just like what we mentioned earlier, they've got them across the bulk deals across multiple licenses. You're more than likely not going to offer it for an exclusive, but yeah, you've got you could maybe offer a couple more, but one is good for sure. And you've got your licenses set out really well. They're pretty straightforward pricing as well, which is kind of cool, and you can see they go up in increments. I always like it to see it like this, just makes it look a bit more tidy. And then you've got the featured one in the middle, so good job with that. You've got some information there. I would maybe think about offering some more, just to let them know a little bit more about what they're purchasing. But you've done a fairly good job with that. And then you've got your contact form. Oh, we went back one. Is that the same one? That's a different one. We went back one. Yeah, you've got an FAQ section, which is cool, which is the blogs, something that we don't see often.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, let's click on it because we've got a bit of time to just have a read. Oh, frequently asked questions. That's cool. When will I receive my beat? Your beats will instantly available for download directly from the order summary page. That's cool.
Yeah, a lot of this style of information is on the BeatStars help desk. Like when you will receive your beats. But it's cool to keep in mind that some beat buyers may not visit the BeatStars help desk. So it's always good to have a refresher. Watch BeatStars Academy, see what we say. Check out the tutorial videos. Check out help.beatstars.com and familiarize yourself with a lot of information and the processes that artists go through, so you'll be able to help them.
Yeah, I think this is a really cool utilization of the blog feature.
Yeah,
sure.
We almost never see this.
No, it's actually given me an idea. For sure, definitely gave me an idea for that. That's dope.
Yeah, answers to all these questions, if you don't know the answers, are available at help.beatstars.com and our help article.
Yeah.
So it might be good to, like we said, read up, and then you can share this info with your customers. Yeah,
sure. Put it in your own wording, of course, and make it look a bit more, personable potentially. But yeah, that's cool. That's a couple of memberships that you're offering as well, which is cool. I didn't see that on the main page, which might be an idea to do, just to make it look like there's more on it. Because currently at the moment you've just got tracks. Obviously, you may potentially you're obviously trying to highlight this, but someone might potentially miss this. And you're offering services as well, which you're not showing on your main page. So yeah, I would think about having that on your main page. I kind of like this though, what they've done here: collabs, customs, marketing, mastering, which is cool. Yeah, and I think about utilizing the about or the bio page too. But other than that, I actually quite like this. The track sounded good, so that's already a good start.
Yeah, that's pretty. I mean,
yeah,
pretty much covers it. I think
I would maybe just one thing. This is personal preference. I'd maybe think about changing the color here. I don't know. I wasn't sure because I didn't really see red anywhere else on here, and it just kind of, in a little bit of a way, it just kind of looks a little bit odd. I don't know how you feel about that, but
I like the idea. I think it was intended to highlight it. So
Yeah,
um,
I get that for
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
which I like. I agree with. I think maybe your logo and stuff is cool, but maybe put a little bit of color in it. Maybe put a little bit of red, and that would kind of solve that.
Yeah, like maybe have some of these buttons red, you know. Cool. Well, that's about it for today, I think.
Yeah. Answer a couple questions if there's any that came through. I think.
Yeah, just let's. Oh, don't know what happened now. That's weird. Let me just remove that.
What was that?
Sorry about that, guys.
That's funny.
That was strange. I've not even seen that before.
I think that's one of the backgrounds, but that's pretty funny.
That's cool. Yeah, there's never any doubt of not getting a laugh on this show for sure.
Yeah.
There's always something happening. Either one of us drops out, or we forget to share the screen, or something's going on.
Streaming is not easy sometimes, y'all.
No, it's not. It's definitely easy with two. Trust me, it's definitely easy when you got two people. But
yeah, just wanted to remind everybody that next week is going to be, we haven't named it yet, but working title, the Pro Page Review Extravaganza, where if you enjoyed the Pro Page Review portion of today's show, that's all we're going to be doing next week. So we're going to be reviewing Pro Pages. We're going to be trying to try to pick it up a little bit with the speed so we can get to as many people as possible.
Yep.
Giving live advice. So be on the lookout for more opportunities for BeatStars Academy.
Yeah.
We appreciate everybody for sticking through with us while we're sort of getting a lot of these things figured out, but we haven't stopped innovating. We haven't stopped thinking of ways to get better content for everybody.
Yep.
And help you be successful on BeatStars, because that is our ultimate goal.
Yes, and that's why we do these shows. Me and Jamil love doing these shows. We're always excited to come and join you guys on a Wednesday. And we're actually going to be discussing, what we can do to bring more to the show for you guys. Like the show next week, where we're going to be reviewing Pro Pages for the whole time that we're on live, for the whole hour. So definitely make sure that you tune into that one and look out for the submission as well. Did you put that in the chat actually for the submissions? But you can go to beatstars.world actually.
Yeah.
If you just
/opportunities.
Yeah, beatstars.world/opportunities.
Yeah, I'm having trouble speaking today too. I don't know.
It's crazy. I need to drink more liquids. But anyway, that's about it for the end of the show. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you for everyone that stuck around. Thanks to those that also submitted your Pro Pages. We really appreciate seeing those. It gives us a ton of ideas, and it enables us to help you to improve some of the things, and in some cases it's not improvements, it's just our opinions and what we feel that can help you, just from our experience inside, working inside a BeatStars. So you're getting the inside information, which is cool. So on that note, I'm going to say ciao. See you later, everyone.
Later, y'all. Thank you for watching.